So let's go to the differences between Lightroom editing app and Snapseed editing app. There are up to like 4 differences I'd like to mention in this video, even though there are other things you can compare, use to compare the two apps to each other. So first, let's go to the features and talk about the features in Lightroom app versus Snapseed application. So now let's edit this picture and see what we have here. We have masking, it's on premium, healing is on premium. You can crop like you always also have it on Snapseed. So it also has presets, like Snapseed 2 also has presets that you can use. But the difference is Lightroom has a lot of presets in different gradings. Different presets on portrait, different presets on color, as you can see, different presets on bright, you can see different percent of creative, and you can also click on any one of them and still imagine if I am clicking on creative, I can still click on turquoise and red and still double click and increase the intensity. So the auto tool, I can also have automatic settings for editing, light, color, effects, detail. So basically on features it is more detailed. Let's go to Snapseed add and see what we are going to add. Snapseed, basically you have all you have on features is the presets that you have here, then tools. This is all you can get. This is all you can get on Snapseed. So basically Snapseed is for, I recommend Snapseed for beginners. If you want to just quickly edit a picture, you want to edit a picture and you are just starting out, it's good to start with Snapseed application. It's good to start with Snapseed application so that you can get it done in no time. But with Lightroom, it has too many details that you will need to start adjusting and adjusting and adjusting. You have to understand it professionally. With 2 3 days, you can get to the end of Snapseed and understand what exactly you need. With tools, you can see tune image, and this has like up to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 basic editing tools that you can use, and that's the basic thing. Any other thing apart from it is just extras like curves and other things. So if you want to use Snapseed, you do not need all the other details that is needed. But with Lightroom, it is deep and deep. So it's for professional. Features on Snapseed app and features on Lightroom app, those are the second thing is being easy to use. Which app is best easy to use? I'll tell you that Snapseed is best easy to use, and that's the reason why in the first I was telling you that the first thing to start with as a starter is Snapseed. If you want to advance to better or intermediate level of editing, you should now start doing Lightroom. But if you started doing Lightroom before you move to Snapseed, it's much easier. But you don't want to stress yourself. You want to start with Snapseed to start editing. So easier to use. I suggest Snapseed is easier to use because the more options there are. For example, let's look at this. You have, imagine you have geometry, you have optics that you may not even be aware of because you are just a beginner. You have other options like under light alone, there are up to like how many lights. And meanwhile, even if it's a Snapseed, you have brightness and you have exposure. Those are the two things you can use to increase light. But here you have exposure, you have contrast, you have highlights, you have shadows, white, blacks. Under light, under color, you have temperature, hint, vibrance, saturation. Under effect, you have texture, clarity, DAs, vignette. In Snapseed, you have just one thing. Let me check. Let me show you. To increase brightness, just click on twin image, and you have brightness and yeah, you have brightness and highlights. And for you to click on details, you have just two here on details, structure and sharpening. Meanwhile, here on detail, you have sharpening, radius, detail, masking. You get it? So easy to use. I will choose CapCut. What about payment features, payment options? There are some options you can use on Snapseed that you can't use on Lightroom simply because you have to pay. For example, masking here. If you want to mask, you have to pay 19,000 naira per year or 1,800 per month. Make precise and powerful enhancements to specific areas of your photo. Meanwhile, in Snapseed, you can actually do this for free. So let's click on it. So I want to do a little bit of let's say I want to do brushing. I want to work on a specific angle and do some custom editing. So I want to make the background of my picture to be darker. So I click on, and this is it. I'm just touching one part of it, just a part of it. I want to reduce the brightness. So I can decide to touch that part. If I click on this face part, you see it's becoming darker now. So that is what I can do, but I can't do that on Lightroom without paying for it. And that's, if you want to use Lightroom and you want to use an option, let's click on this picture and see another option, healing. If I want to use healing, which is going to help me to possibly, if I want to remove this car behind this person, so what I will need to do is to pay for it too. But if you go to Snapseed, it's not like that. So what I just need to do is to click on tools, click on healing, and I can decide to remove anything I want to remove. So far it is within what can work. You see, it's very easy. I don't need to pay for anything. And so Lightroom versus Snapseed, on payment options, you have to pay for some things in Lightroom, while you don't need to pay for some core things in Snapseed. So let's talk about the third thing, is text. In Snapseed you can use text. So there's another feature that is there. You can use text. You can click on text and put anything you want to put. You can put your logo, you can put whatever you want to put here. You can put any funny thing you want to put. But in Lightroom there's no option like that. If you enjoyed this video and you believe that you want to try Snapseed or you want to try CapCut, which would you like to try? Put it in the comments below. Put it in the comment below. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to my channel. Please, I beg you, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell.